another box that has arrived. Of course, you already know what's in it by the description of the video. So, previously I had that 6-tube IPS clock that is pretty cool, but it's a fake Nixie. And I mentioned that I got something else coming. Well, it's in here. So let's open it up. This come in the mail. I just took the wrapper off and the packaging, so we're going to discover what's inside. So first thing that sticks up, Nixie tube clock manual. All the little tchotchkes to set it up. Now this one's going to have to be set up through a phone app to get this one going. And this one connects to Wi-Fi. The other one connects to Wi-Fi too, but I got to get my little mini PC out to meddle around with that one, and I don't have the time for at this point for meddling with that. So in the box we get all the little bits. So we got the your everyday USB-A to USB-C cord, and then we get the base. So here's the base. USB-C, the Wi-Fi board, and no buttons. So I don't think this is really a clock per se, as in a single Nixie, kind of like that one up there and the other one next to it. This is kind of more of a infograph type Nixie. Well, infograph in a tube. Then we got our little IPS screen. With its little 50/50 RGB in the back. And then our little glass dome. Standard issue. So, that's it in the box. So, we'll refer to our manual here. It says, insert the screen into the base with the screen facing the small white circle on the base. So, small white circle. So, we'll have that facing me. We'll plug the screen in. Nice tight fit. Unlike the other Nixie clock where they're kind of loose. And then we'll take the little screen protector off, and then we'll put our little dome on. So, another one of them things you don't want to have your little four-legged friends knock this off, because if that breaks, you're pretty much screwed in that aspect. Insert the data cable in the back into the back, and the Nixie tube will power on. Turn on your phone setting. We're going to go to the WLAN. Connect to this smart weather clock. The matching web page will open automatically. Click the drop-down menu. List under Wi-Fi settings. Select your Wi-Fi name and enter the password, and then click connect. And then it will promptly phone home to China and sell all your information. After the clock automatically restarts, open your cell phone browser, enter the IP address rotated, and that's what it says, IPS rotated in the top upper left corner of the clock, such as 192.168. Set the brightness, set the city, set the temperature unit, and other functions. Enjoy. So, should I torture myself and use one of my USB-C cables that didn't power the other clock for whatever reason? Does it play nice with this one? It does. So, it's booting. It's booting, people. It's booting. So it says open your phone, setting LAN, connect to this Wi-Fi, smart weather clock, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now that's kind of weird that this gets powered up with any old cable, and yet the other Nixie wannabe Nixie didn't power up for whatever reason. Okay. So we got to find that little stuff. So we're going to go to our smart weather clock and our Wi-Fi menu in our iOS device. And it has found it, and then now it's attempting to log in and phone home to China. Okay. So we will enter our Wi-Fi. Okay, so we have connected. So now the next thing is we gotta go back to it. We're going to go to a browser, and we're going to type in the little address on the screen. Okay, now we got this little screen that comes up, and now we can select our little GIF. So I have no idea. I guess you can upload your own little GIF there, so that like the little spaceman comes up there and stuff like that. And then we got our other little things here. We got our theme. We got a photo. We got a dial. I have no idea what that means. Okay, that changes the clock. You know, we got some sliders like show temperature in Celsius, no, 12-hour clock, yes or no, mild display, yeah, sync to phone or PC time, absolutely. And then our time format, month, day, and year. And then you can have day, month, and year, or year, month, and day. So I'll stick with month, day, and year. City settings, London. We're not in London. So now it shows my city, my little tchotchke city. And then we got our brightness level that we can play with. I don't know what that's for, though. Maybe it's for the LEDs in the bottom. They're flashing away. So does that change anything? Oh yeah, okay. That changes the brightness of the screen. So since it's China, we'll peg it right out so it burns out. And then we got a night mode. Clock color select. Does it really matter? I guess you can turn down the RGBs at nighttime. Then we got our RGB light setting. We got rainbow, static. And then probably can change the different settings. So we got fire, flicker, rainbow, breath, blink, and static. Then we can change the sliders of the LED brightness. Change the speed of the settings, how fast it blinks, how fast it goes through the rainbow color, the breath, and the fire flicker. Then we go back to our Wi-Fi settings. And then we got our, we go back to our Wi-Fi settings in case you want to reset it. And then we got the NTP, open weather map key. So we'll leave that all at default because that seems to be working. That's about all it is. So it doesn't have any Nixie type things in there. To show that it's a Nixie. So one of them little tchotchke things is kind of cool to have, but it's just one of the things where you know, you really don't need it because it's like kind of basic. So I don't know if it's got a little. So if you left it on the little weather thing there, I think it dealing around with this has some kind of influence on it. So I got to pick it up by the cord so I can show you what it's doing currently. So that's probably the most interesting to look at. You know, it gives you the where I'm located. It's giving me the wind speed, 4.16 miles per hour is currently giving me a rain shower, which I can hear it belting outside. And it looks like it's sprinkling outside. So it's giving me the time. It's 14:58, and then the date. And then it's got a little cloud icon telling me that it's raining out, and it's got the little animated GIF there. It's like two little, I don't know, little balls or little fur balls that are bumping each other. It's telling me the temperature. It's about 48 degrees, so it's a little off because it's 55. And then the current, I guess, humidity is 87%. About 70%, so I don't know where it's getting the weather app from. So it's kind of cool to have hanging around. And of course, now that it's all set up, anytime you unplug it and put it somewhere, it'll automatically do its thing there. So this has got to be some kind of induction thing on there, because if I put my finger near it, it changes. Of course, now it's going to make me look like a liar. I better not drop that. So it's got a couple of different clock faces. Gives you the kind of like a flip clock. And then if you upload any kind of pictures or anything like that, it'll show you pictures. The little spaceman. Go back to the clock. There we go. Then we got that little clock. Then it goes back to like an analog clock, and then we got our little weather infograph type thing. So a neat little gadget to have. You know, it's only a couple of bucks to have, you know, play around with the little bugger. So, you know, anytime you want to dick around with this thing, you just use your phone app browser and type in your little address there that it gives you, and then you can access it and play around with it and all other good stuff. So, neat little gadget to have hanging around with its little RGBs flashing away. Let's see what it looks like, kind of like, and a little bit of less light. Of course, I should have turned that one off, so I'll turn this one off too. So there you go. So that's what it'll do in the dark there, and then you have your little display showing that it's what it's doing. I'll have to find like a cool GIF or something on there to stick in there. So it's kind of something, like I said, it's a neat little gadget, but it's far from any kind of classification of a Nixie. So it's doing its little LED thing, and it's displaying the time and the temperature and the wind and the little weather and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a neater little version of my internet info globe that shows you pictures. So I guess that's all that there is to say on this particular little gadget. So thanks for watching. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.